Third prep, Unit 1, Focus, Student Book, page 18. And in this page we are going to deal with the grammar part, and we are going to know more about the present perfect continuous. We use the present perfect continuous to talk about unfinished actions that started in the past and continue in time up to now. And we use for or since to say how long. For example, I have been working. He hasn't been working. Have you been working? Yes, I have, or no, I haven't. The form of the present continuous has have plus been plus ing. So, in exercise 4, we are going to complete the conversation with the present perfect continuous. So, number 1 is done for you. Let's move to number 2. We have or we haven't been waiting. We haven't been waiting. Number 3, we haven't been standing. Number 4, he has been working. Number 5, he has been learning. Number 6, he has been looking. And number 7. And now let's know together the use of the present perfect simple. We use the present perfect simple to talk about finished action in time up to now. And you can say how many, but not when. So we use the present perfect simple with action that finished in time up to now. For example, he has visited 27 other museums. Pedro has visited the Louvre 7 times, and he has visited 27 other museums. And this is the difference between the two tenses. And let's move to exercise 7 together. Choose the correct option. My mom has bought a new car, which means that this action is finished. Number 3, it has been snowing, which means it's still snowing. Number 4, I have been learning the piano for years. And number 5, I have never been abroad. And number 6, the last one, I haven't done my homework yet. And yet is the key word of the present perfect simple. That's why we use here the present perfect simple, because of yet. And now write questions in the present perfect simple or continuous. And begin with how long or how many. Number 1 is done for you. Let's move to number 2. How long have you been wearing the same watch? Number 3. How long have you been having the same bag? Number 4. How many foreign countries have you visited? Number 5. How many books have you read in the past 3 months? The last one, how long have you been going to the dentist? And now let's move to page 19, the speaking part. When I'm talking about a photo, I can describe clothes and speculate about people in photos. And take care when I can describe a photo, I can say the photo shows something, or in this photo I can see, like this part, in this photo I can see, or there is, or there are. And when we are comparing photos, we can say both photos show, or in the first photo, but in the second photo, and complete. The main difference between the photos is and complete. Also, we can give your opinion, like I don't think, or I prefer, or personally, or in my opinion. So in this part, you know how to describe a photo by giving your opinion or comparing photos or saying what's in the photos. And this part is very important. It's talking about the order of the adjectives. So, adjective order according to my opinion, and then size or age, color pattern, material, and the type, and at the very end of the sentence, the noun. For example, number 1, new Nike trainers. Number 2, a pattern cotton shirt. Number 3, jeans, and so on. Let's move together to page 20. Let's move together to page 20 and 21. In the writing focus, we are going to describe a person. And when you are describing a person, you can mention his age, like he is about, and his age, he is his teens, and describe his personality and interests, like he is a very easygoing or interesting person. She is the sort or type kind of person. She always remembers your birthday. She would a great teacher. He is or he has a good sense of humor, which means he is funny. She is caring, charming, or outgoing, reliable, and so on. So when you are describing a person, you can describe and mention his age, and at the same time you can describe his personality and interests. Of course, you can describe his hair, eyes, skin, or face, like he has got cool or short hair, she has got beautiful or long blonde hair, or he has blue-eyed. You can also mention the clothes, like she wears casually, smart, or well in black, or he always wears casual, smart, fashionable, stylish clothes, or he never wears a tie. So, in the writing page, you are going to write an email to your friend describing any person, or describe your friend or your parent, one of your parents, and so on. So in this page, you are going to write a description or an email describing a person or one of your parents or friend or anyone. And now let's move to focus review. Page 22. Complete the sentence with the correct form of the words in capital. Number 1, don't worry. I'm sure John will be here any minute. He is the most reliable. The first one is reliable. Helen's almost 20, but she is still very immature. Number 3, Lucy is a very caring person. Number 4, Jason is not particularly adventurous. Number 5, all stories are full of surprises. She is a very imaginative writer. Let's move to exercise 2. He wants to ask Betty out on a date. Which means when you go out with someone you fancy. So on a date means when you go out with someone you fancy, but he was too shy. Number 2, most of my ancestors, which means family members who lived in the past. So here, ancestors. Number 3, here we have ability to see, and the first letter is E, so eyesight, which means ability to see. Number 4, small brown spots on her nose, which mean freckles. Number 5, the condition of having little or no hair, of course, baldness. Let's move to exercise 3. Complete the sentences with the present simple or present continuous. Number 1, why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Number 2, Pam doesn't remember when her mother let her put makeup on for the first time, so doesn't remember. Number 3, Tom is having lunch and we have to wait for him, which means he is still having lunch, he didn't finish. That's why we have to wait for him. Number 4, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think. Number 5, Stewart looks very smart in his woolen suit. The last one, Jane, do you understand why people should be kind? The last one, do you understand? Let's move to the exercise number 4. Our uncle is on holiday and we have been looking after his dog since Monday. We use here the present perfect continuous because this action is still happening up to the moment. Number 2, how many bracelets have you made this morning? Have you made? Number 3, I have inherited most genes from my mom. Have Gina been working? Which means she is still working. Number 5, Helen is very busy at university, but she hasn't lost touch. The last one, my older brother has been going to the same music festival for 5 years now, which means he is still going till this moment. Exercise 5, choose the correct answer. What is that? Letter B, are you wearing a new t-shirt? Number 2, we lost touch when my family moved to Bristol. Lost touch. Number 3, letter C, nothing special. I have been writing an email to Lucy. I have been writing. Number 4, letter C, jealous. I guess Tom must be really jealous now that his brother has inherited a cottage from their aunt. That's why he is jealous. Number 5, can you have a look at the picture? Of course, I can't make out what it shows. And now you are going to move to exercise 6. Read the text and choose the correct answer. Number 1, young people, of course, have been using, because they are still using Facebook. So young people have been using. Letter C. Number 2, but now more and more middle-aged people sign up for Facebook. So number 2, letter B. Let's move to number 3. So what do your parents think about Facebook? Number 3 is A. Number 4, they will want to be your online friends. And number 5, if you have a good relationship with your parents and tell them everything about your life, you may say yes. The last one, be realistic about it. You will have to take a decision one day. So number 6, realistic, which means he is a real person. He thinks of reality. In the last page, this is a passage. You are going to read it carefully and answer the questions, and we are going to discuss it later together.